It's like the heart of our community. The community center, and it's the field. It's where we gather. It feels like the most comfortable place to gather too. It's like an extension of your living room almost.
I've never held back myself.
What we've been doing here is the exact same thing we've been doing since we built the first pole barn. We are doing a community center with the resources we have available, including our skills, our money, our time, our energy. We're doing the best we can with it. That's what we were doing then, that's what we're doing now, that's what I expect will continue to happen in the future. And that's what it's about. Pulling together diverse energies and materials and skills and all of that, that's what any kind of interrelationship's about, including our community. The thing about building, it's physical. I interact with people. It engages my mind, it engages my body, it engages everything that I've got, pretty much. And
you know, we had a vision from the very beginning of having a community center here, and the first iteration of it was a roof, just a roof on poles, a pole barn, basically.
All this time, I've been yours, you've been mine.
I was driving by the street, I believe it was out Old Bainbridge Road, and I saw this little church getting demolished to build a new one, and I stopped in and asked them what they were going to do with their trusses, and they said they didn't know, and I said, well, can we have them? Yeah.
I mean, the pole barn that we danced on the dirt was some of the first times we used that structure. Only a few years, and we were using this structure and putting tables and everything underneath the pole barn and all for our Thanksgiving dinner.
One of the memories of the pole barn was that after we had the roof and a dirt floor, at one point we put a floor into about half of it. And as soon as we finished that, we had a big party up here and we danced the floor into the ground.
I just remember Lon and Liz playing in that pole barn and dancing. They were the co-op band at the time, and it was perfect music for context.
I've been yours, you've been mine.
He asked me if I wanted to cut down the pole barn. And I said, yeah, that sounds great. That was my instant reaction. It was fun. We hooked a chain up to this building, tied it to the fire truck, put a brace on the backside so it wouldn't fall prematurely, and I took a chainsaw and notched just like you would cut a tree, just all the different poles in the building. It got out of the way and it hit it with the truck and knocked the brace off simultaneously, and it fell on the ground.
Wow.
Just boom, just like that. It was great.
But then when did this construction begin on the community center that was before this one? Because you were the coordinator then.
Yeah, that started in 1982.
Laurie Dozier took it on and made it happen, but that's what he was doing in his professional career, so it was the timing was just right for him.
I talked to Laurie about why don't we, do something, at least we can get start something with our money and get it started, and then later on we can finish it. And then Laurie came back 3 days later. I hadn't slept a wink in the 3 days, and he had the whole thing planned out. I mean, it's like, yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Did you have the money? How did it get done?
He had a budget. He had the complete budget down to the penny, all worked out.
Well, the initial construction of the building, that was a lot of people. A lot of people. We were all building our own houses, so we were all used to working with tools.
I want a back porch on a country night. I need a place to lose city lights.
Remember one time, it's a story.
Is it a clean story?
It's a story I love to tell because they had scaffold set up on the south end of the building, and they were nailing siding on the end of the building. And there was a woman on every single stud nailing the siding up.
Oh.
And, you know, if Bob Hill puts a nail in, it's bap, 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 and it's in, you know. But if you've never driven a nail before, it goes bap, 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 and it sounded like a machine gun firing at 1,100 rounds a minute, you know. I mean, it just and it was just amazing, you know.
That's pretty wonderful.
And, we had the big party at the end where Jerry Brudenell presented Laurie this giant check for $1.
Well, I want to say I think the amazing thing about it is that the same people that built the original community center are the ones that have been up here.
Yeah, I guess the difference is we were in our 30s.
That's
then.
exactly right. And now we're in our 60s.
Now we're in our 60s.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, a lot of difference in energy.
I'm on the back porch every night, staring at the moon till it's out of sight.
We started in the summer, I think, and about in October, I really sort of made a commitment to Frank that I was going to be here as much as I possibly could just to get that permit. So I probably started in sometime mid-October, trying to come every weekend.
We've done lots of community projects here in the past, you know, and this was another one. And anytime we do that, it always makes us, all of us, realize how important that community aspect is, and what great things we can do with that, you know.
We just relearned what we really can do out here, and we have far more resources, both knowledge and money, than we ever did when we started long ago. So we really can do some fabulous things, and I hope we keep setting the bar high for ourselves.
And don't you think it almost represents our aging? The windows installation, the HVAC installation, the dishwasher, the expansion of the kitchen. You know, it's almost like we're fine-tuning all the things we've been doing, but we need conditioned space.
We need that. We need good seats.
We need good seats.
And we need to be able to hear well. And,
yeah.
And we can. I mean, we have the ability to do that. We just have to have the will.
The initial design was very attractive, and it suited this site so nicely that, you know, now we've just spruced it up, made some improvements. We actually have paint and stain and things that we never had before.
My focus really on this building in particular, this part of this building, has been the kitchen more than anything else, because I love to cook, and there's nothing I like doing more than cooking for my friends and neighbors, you know.
And the dishwasher, oh my gosh. I mean, you know, I've always worried about people getting sick from, you know, running out of hot water. We'd have to wash the dishes with cold water, and you know, this dishwasher is just astounding. It happens like that. I just have that sense that it's quality. Finally, we have quality that shows what we've grown into as we've aged.
As we used to use ceiling fans, and they were noisy, and no matter how hot, if you wanted to have a community meeting, you had to turn them off so you could hear each other talk, you know.
The building will be more useful all the year because we have it climate controlled now. Personally, I'm not big into air conditioning, but in the middle of the summer, it would be nice to have some air conditioning.
We've been doing this a long time, making improvements on the community center people wanted, and every one has been somewhat of a political battle, with some people pretty adamantly against it because it's always kind of expensive to do.
I had some reservations initially about what we were going to do here, but after all the work we've done and all the talking we've done and all the hours and hours we've put into planning and figuring out what we wanted to do, I'm really very pleased with our end product here. I would think that the labor is worth at least as much as the materials we've put into this building, perhaps more.
I'm really proud of everybody that has pitched in like they have. I'm proud of us as a group because this was a phenomenal undertaking and not one person exchanged any money for labor.
Towards the end, it's kind of a completion ritual of mine that's evolved over many, many years of my life of just sitting back and daydreaming from going to the different corners of this particular building. I spent an hour and a half just yesterday when nobody was here, just kind of sitting in one corner and then another corner and then another corner without any particular thoughts, but just kind of absorbing it.
I'm so grateful that they are doing this right now. If they hadn't done it now, I think it would be difficult for the next generation to pick it up and do it like this. So this is a great boost to the next crew that's going to come in and take it over.
I think it's time for one more ride. Through those mountains I've yet to climb. But I'll be back in the summertime. Will you hold me one more time?
There have been such wonderfully happy times, but there have also been some very sad times when we've, said goodbye to people, and we've done it within that community center.
We definitely pull together when people pass here on the co-op or someone who is connected to someone. I really believe that people bond over tragedy, and you tell people you love them every time you see them because you may not see them again. I know it's crazy, but I've already picked out some songs. When Howie said, "Hey, I have this list of songs," I went, I could come up with a list of songs like that. And so I've started. I started to put together a list. I don't care if I don't need it for 30 years. I'm going to keep improving my list also. And I'm going to expect that my sons will be singing these songs.
In this world that keeps changing, so I lean on you.
We want to do this. We want to grow old together. That's for sure.
Well, we've got a good start.
We do.
So I'll be back in the summer. I haven't smiled since we moved to town.